Jordan Meadows, Post 32 manager. First of all, Jordan, you guys just beat the rain here. Got 3 runs on this Red Hats team. I was asking about them here momentarily, but just talking about getting those 4 runs. It was.
I think the kids have been out here all day since 8:30 this morning. We had a youth camp, had 77 campers. It was a good day. So just one of those things where I think they got kind of laid back at the beginning, let them get a lead, and then we kind of just caught fire right there at the end and got a few runs. And we ended up calling the game because of lightning and stuff to let Morgantown and the Red Hats play each other.
You guys follow that?
Yeah, we're the nightcap. Yep.
The Red Hats. I know you brought them back. I was talking to Tyler Mackey before the game. He said he thought that those uniforms were predated the minors, which I don't think they did. But did you guys name it? I know there was a program here. Just talk about how that came about.
So the Red Hats started, I believe, in 2012 or 2013. I played on it the first year it was a thing. Joe Wright from Mount View. He's coaching Mount View now. He was actually my coach that summer. But it was an old little travel ball organization that they were allowed to play here at Epling. Tim Epling had a little connection with them. So, it was just a little travel ball organization. I think there was 2 or 3 teams, maybe a young team, a middle team, and then an older 17U team. But it was a lot of fun baseball. And so we had those jerseys in the locker room, and me and Kendrick were like, who are we going to play? And we kind of got a team together, and you see it's a bunch of local guys that just want to play ball and give Morgantown 2 games today.
Right, so they don't make the trip for 1 game, right? I know Berkeley was supposed to come.
Right.
You started Kibby, and he kind of worked around. He kind of really kept you in the game there in the third, and then, of course, Jake came in and did what he does. So let's talk about those 2 pitchers and their performance.
At the beginning of the summer, I didn't think they were going to pitch a lot. I really didn't. But the more that they kept pitching, they just throw a lot of strikes, both of those guys. And they're kind of the same way. Just Jake's more, I guess, like a fast-paced guy, and then Kibby has a great changeup. So those were my 2 guys this first game, and then the night game we're going to have Isaiah Patterson and Gabe Patton, and then we'll see how those 2 go and what we're going to do. But, I mean, Kibby does his job, and then Jake came in and held him down, and that's all we can ask for.
And really did a good job pitching out of that bases loaded. That was a big spot right there in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Jake does is ground ball outs, fly ball outs, and he pitches to contact.
You guys score a lot of runs, and not necessarily always with a lot of hits. I know the hit and run layer in the bottom of the 5th was beautiful. Yeah. And you don't see that very often anymore. But I guess this is just kind of Meadows ball. You have 100, I think, and coming in you had 193 hits, 212 runs.
Wow.
I mean, how do you manufacture runs like that?
I'm just very aggressive on the base pass, no matter who I'm coaching. So I did give that steal sign, but I didn't give a hit and run. And then, of course, 2 strikes. Bryson does a great job. I mean, he's taught Will to do that stuff. So just one of those things that these guys love each other, and it's fun to coach because you didn't think at the beginning of the summer what they were going to be about. And we're just winning a lot of games and having a lot of fun. But we're really excited for tonight with the fireworks. But Morgantown's a really good team.
Reese Patterson, too. I mean, I think he got his 33rd RBI today. Yeah. He's hitting the ball extremely well. Is he just seeing the ball well, or, I mean, is that what Tech's going to have coming back in their catcher position?
I think Tech's getting a good one, which I knew they were at the beginning when he came from Greater Beckley. I mean, Reese has always been the guy, no matter who he's playing for, just hits in the gaps and hits for power. And, I mean, if here at Epling, if you hit in the gap, it's a double or triple, no doubt about it. And put him in that 3-hole when you have Jake and Bryson at the 1 and 2, and then now Kibby. I mean, they're the fastest guys, so it's a lot of RBIs out there for him.
I don't know if anybody would say Cole Brown would have the only home run that's gone over the fence, I guess. But he does. But he's really hitting the ball well, too. Yeah. And he had a nice game, Dave. A couple different at-bats he drove in runs. So what about his production for you?
I just think that Cole, at the beginning of the summer, had a lot of, pressure maybe, because he struggled really early. But here lately, I mean, he's just been hitting it all over the place. Gap shots, singles up the middle, just stuff like that. I mean, I think a little in-cap ball to right field. It's just he does what he has to do to help the team, and he doesn't talk in the dugout. He's a very low-key guy, and it's fun to try to get him to make jokes and stuff.
Well, speaking of jokes, I mean, you were coaching against a lot of your guys.
Yeah.
How fun was that? Team Matt was on there.
Right.
Mackey was on the other team. You got, of course, your guys with you. How much fun was it to see?
Oh, it's fun.
I know that after Carson Brown got hit by Kibling, he said, thanks a lot.
Yeah. That's kind of why we did this, is to get Morgantown 2 games, but also to get some of these guys reps that Tyler Reed was catching, and he hasn't played in 13 months. So just to give these guys some extra stuff, and to be back in front of Epling Field, and hopefully a good crowd here today. And I'm just really excited that we got this together, because it's like old friends and new friends battling against each other, and it's fun.
Kind of like a civil war, brothers versus brothers.
Yeah, because at first the Post 32 team thought they were going to breeze through because none of these guys have played in a while, but they're all stars. I mean, that's what they do. So, I mean, we made it competitive, but it was a good game.
Well, we get this storm front through, we can get a couple more games in tonight.
Thank you.
Hey, Jordan, thank you, man.
Yeah.